how about handing responsibility to someone else to choose a partner for you? Maybe they know best. Maybe your parents even. Because there's this show... No, this is true. There's a show in China, OK, which gives parents... the right or the responsibility of choosing a partner for their children.
Like an arranged marriage.
Well, yeah, I mean, not as far as that, maybe kind of. But, you know, when you think about it, maybe your parents do know you best.
They definitely don't.
Would you vet?
No way. So. My parents have tried to set me up before, and honestly, it was horrendous. They found a lovely young man in the finance business, you know, but I called him Boring Bob. and honestly, he was nothing like me. Definitely not the person for me.
Boring Bob had loads of money, though.
Well, he did. Yeah. But, my God, he had no chat, Janet. He could have all the money in the world.
Well, you've got a lot of chat with Joe, but where's it going?
Yeah, but so would your parents necessarily... They might not have chosen Joe for you. They love him,
no, they definitely wouldn't have chosen Joe. I mean, now they've warmed to him.
Would you vet your children?
I mean, for me, I would definitely vet my kids' boyfriends or girlfriends, whatever happens, because I want to make sure that they're a good person. But as long as my kids are happy, I'm happy for them, as long as it's not toxic.
Phoenix is 19, so have you ever vetted a partner, someone she's interested in?
Well, not a partner, because she hasn't really got a boyfriend, so she tells me. But one of her friends I did ban from my house because I just didn't really like their vibe. I didn't really like her. I didn't think she was good for her as a girlfriend.
And what does
as
she...
a friend.
Because I know, the minute my dad particularly said to me, I don't like him, I'd go, well, we're getting engaged. It would make me rebel.
I'm sure that they're still friends. I just didn't want her in my house. So
Wouldn't you rather him in the house so you can keep an eye on what's going on, though?
No.
See, I'm the crazy stalker parent who's like, OK, I'm not sure about you, but why don't you come round every day so I can get to know exactly what you're all about?
Well, the good thing is Phoenix doesn't go out that much, so I do keep a close eye on her. And she's here with me anyway.
I think, Janet, statistics of people maybe whose parents have gotten together and matchmakers and things is quite high of people staying together a lot of the time, which is interesting.
Well, my parents didn't have much say in any of my marriages. When the first marriage, I was actually engaged to someone else. So it was like a 1A. Sorry, 1A.
Mel, you didn't have a clean break?
No, well, I was engaged.
You marry the wrong person?
No, I was engaged, and my mother had warmed to this bloke because he was quite posh, but then I met somebody else. So without telling my mother, I jumped the one I was meant to be marrying in 8 weeks' time.
And got with the next one,
which I
did you marry that one?
2 years later, yeah, and my parents had started speaking to me again by then. But quite honestly, once my parents met my husbands, if they liked them, I'd always look at them very suspiciously. And one husband was nearer to my mother's age than he was to mine. I married one of my husbands was a much older man, 19 years older than me. I didn't like the way my mother chatted him up.
Oh.
That's a bit strange if your mother's chatting up your
Yeah, it was a little bit
But you know, I was saying about your parents knowing you best, Victoria's got in touch and she said, I spent 2.5 years with the wrong man. Although my parents could see it, they knew telling me not to be with him would make me rebel against them and throw myself into the relationship even more. Sometimes you just need to see things for yourself, unless you're in actual danger.
But you know what? My parents were so picky and choosy about who I went out with and who was right and who was wrong. And then years and years later, I discovered my mother wasn't married when she had me, and my dad was married to somebody else, and they had a whole past that they weren't telling me about, and they had the cheek to vet my partners.
But then how did that make you feel when you found out about their past?
What it makes me feel is that everybody is basically a hypocrite. And I would never judge anyone.
I wouldn't want to be vetted by my parents, and like I said, I think they make terrible choices in my love life, but I 100% am a hypocrite and want to vet my children's partners.
We did a poll. We asked you at home, do you vet your children's potential partners? 67% of you said no, you don't. 33 do, though. You're like Stacey.